Well, it's transfer deadline day for Barcelona, and there is one more twist to this tale. Sevilla have decided to recall Luke de Jong back to their team after apparently not getting enough playing time. It's a bummer. He was our backup striker. He made 6 appearances, which isn't nothing, and scored a goal for us, an important one at that, if I remember correctly. But he'll be missing from the squad, and with only an hour left in the transfer window, we run out of options to sign new players. So Sergi's going to be leading the line, and our next best player is only 67 overall. Ferran Torres could play there, but we definitely have a shortage of strikers in the squad. And with the season rolling on, it becomes increasingly important that our players stay fit. We're in the semifinals of the Copa de España, and Ansu Fati is the player we turn to as an option for more attacking-minded players in this team. He hasn't had too many minutes. I've seen a ton of comments from you guys, and it is Fati's time to shine. What a strike, what a goal, and what an important one for Barcelona as we march on in this competition. At the end of it all, it would be incredible for us to go on to win a piece of silverware this year. But this is exactly why Fati is struggling. He scored the goal, but the immaturity there to fly in off of a really reckless challenge trying to win the ball back puts us under some serious pressure. Red card, but despite all of that, the experienced players step up in the squad to seal the deal here, and Jordi Alba scores a second to, despite being a man down, secure the victory for us. So all in all, it is an important win for the team. And as we march on with this season, this could be a really important victory for us. But a lot of storylines still left to play out here. It is Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid in the league. They're in first, we are down in 5th, and it's getting tight. If we want to finish top 4, every point's going to count here. And unfortunately for us, that red card for Fati means we will be without him and also without Sergi, who is out from an accumulation of yellow cards, and it's getting hard to find a lineup here. We have so many young players in the squad here that can start to fill in, and they have such great potential. This is how good they could be, but this is where they're at right now. And unfortunately for us, despite all the promise, that's not going to cut it. We need players who are ready to lead the line for a top team right now, and the youth players outside of a handful just aren't quite there at this moment. So Atletico Madrid have the best defensive team in the league right now, and if we want to score any goals, Easy Abdi especially, who's coming in at left wing, is going to need to step up. Atletico Madrid also have one of the best offenses in the league, and there's a good reason they're at the top of the table right now. But we're starting to see the impact of missing some key players in this squad. We can't get much going offensively. And then defensively, as always, we do look like we could leak goals. And against a team like Atletico Madrid, they're always going to put us under some serious pressure here. Buffon, wrong place, wrong time to make that save. So we find ourselves a goal down, but Atletico Madrid far from done here. Thomas Lemar again wreaking havoc down that right-hand side, and that easily could have been a penalty there. Definite handball by Araujo, but no call given, and we take it to the second half. Still just the 1 goal behind, but PK makes a little bit of a mistake there. Atletico relentless in this game. We've barely had a sniff of the ball, and then eventually an unbelievable goal from Yannick Carrasco. That's the difference, really, in between the two offensive sides of the teams here. They just have better players, especially when some of our key players are out injured. It's a real gulf in quality out there. Sergio Roberto comes back to attack some of his former teammates. That transfer to Atletico Madrid seems to be a heated one. Obviously, we got the better of him specifically last time, but this time around, Atletico embarrass us 2-0. It's clear, guys, there is a big gap in the top of the table teams versus us at the moment. This is not the Barcelona of old, and while we're dealing with financial troubles, this is the kind of power struggle we are going to have. It's clear Barcelona are off the mark, and I just want to reiterate here, while we're building this team back up and paying off our debt, the focus is entirely on youth, not on winning trophies, not on even necessarily finishing top 4 or anything like that. So really, there's no better time to build than now, and we turn to look for defensive players from the academy who can make the step up. And we have to look no farther than Musa Wage, the right back out of the academy, 22 years old, 73 overall. Definitely one to watch out for. He's going to play an important role for us over the next few seasons. But with his signing, it's leaving our academy a little thin. So, like always, I look towards Football Manager for the ratings of some of the real-life Barcelona academy players so that we can take them and mod them into FIFA. So, we have 3 new players I'm going to call up after we promoted some of the players earlier in the season. 1 goalkeeper, 1 left back, 1 striker. And as always, we're going to continue to do this throughout the career. Every time we call up players, we will refresh the in-game academy with players from Barcelona's real-life academy and continue to just keep the development flowing. Like I said earlier this episode, this is our priority, developing youth. And realistically, we're going to be selling players for money once they reach a certain overall. Our main priority here is paying off this huge debt. Then we can start to sign bigger players and really keep a hold of our talented players, but for the time being, we just have to deal with the financial situation here. So Sergi's back. He is a shoo-in for this lineup. Torres back out on the left-hand side. And with our full-strength team going into this next game, it's time. So now it's the semifinals of the Copa de España. I think earlier this episode I misspoke. It was the quarterfinals before that, but it doesn't matter. We march ahead in the competition. And honestly, these types of games are so important for the young players in the squad to start getting experience performing at the highest level and really competing for trophies. I know we're going to be a little limited until we can make better signings and get the financial situation sorted out, but this team will be challenging at some point again. And now here we go on the break, back to Adama Traore, who's been up there with our 2 or 3 best players this season. Honestly, I'd probably give our front 3 the 3 best players between Traore, Sergi, and then obviously Ferran Torres, who did really, really well earlier in the season. We just have an obnoxiously good front attacking trio. We just have to make sure our defense hangs in there for this game. There's a lot of game left to play, and it might just be a matter of outscoring opponents more than anything else here. Ferran Torres does an excellent job dribbling through midfield to find the overlap from Jordi Alba. Can he cross? Yes, into the box, back post. Traore somehow muscles his man off of the ball, and although it's a little sloppy defensively from Osasuna, we will take it. It's a second goal, and we look just that much more comfortable here going into the back stretch of the game. What a huge result it would be to take this team through to a cup final in our first season in charge. And Adama Traore there reminding us exactly why finishing is not his strong suit. He is scoring goals, he is getting some assists, but it's definitely something he needs to continue to work on if he wants to be a top player. And it's game on here with 25 minutes remaining. Osasuna do find a goal. We always look like we have one to concede in us, but we need to make sure that we stamp this game out and come away with a win here. Puig tries to find his way through, and Isel Zuli scores a goal at a crucial time to secure the win with only seconds remaining. This is the kind of play I was talking about in terms of seeing our youth players step up, and his role is already exceeding the expectations placed on him. We're always going to give youngsters a chance in this series, and he is no exception. Ansu Fati a little disappointed to be left out in that one, but he's the kind of player we just need to sort out. He's going to play an important role for us in time, but we saw some of the inexperience earlier. There's a reason Torres is starting before him, and we just keep rolling on in the league. Fati's going to get his chance here. He gets the start, and he has a golden opportunity through on goal to round the keeper and score, and he does. That's the quality we look for out of him. We know he has it. He's still only 19, I think, in this save, so plenty of time to continue to grow and really fight for a starting spot over our usual front 3, really. And with injuries and rotation in the squad, everyone is going to get their chance to play a role in this team. Gabriel Menino, our signing from last episode, hits the ground running again here with another goal to secure a victory for the team as we march on in the league. We're chasing down those Champions League spots. It's just a matter of consistency. But again, defense caught out here as Valencia have a great chance to run through on us. First shot blocked by Garcia. The second finds its way into the back of the net. And then going into the second half, still 1-0. It is a huge mistake. Miscommunication maybe with the deflection there, but Buffon dives the wrong way and we are seen out to an embarrassing 2-0 defeat. Comprehensive loss at that. So it's been up and down in the league, but on the bright side, in our cup competitions, we've done excellent. We are in the round of 16 still in the Champions League, and honestly, taking on Sporting, not too bad of a matchup for us. So we have some decisions to make here. I'm gonna keep Torres starting up top. Fati's been good, but I think it's undeniable Torres still the better player. So on we go. Well, we haven't exactly done amazing in the league this season, but Our cup competition hope's still alive. We are leading going into the second leg with a shot at the final in the Copa de España, and a win here would put us in really good shape as well, making a deep run into the Champions League. But that is a big if. This is going to be a tough away matchup against a Sporting side who will likely have a point to prove here. Obviously on paper, Barcelona the bigger team, but with our financial issues, we're not exactly the powerhouse that Barcelona usually is, so this should be an interesting game. And Sporting really give us a run for our money here. Some great passing sequences early in the game to slip a man in behind. Menino loses his marker, and we find ourselves a goal down half an hour into this game. Now, Menino has been an excellent signing, but you can see here his defensive positioning, not his strongest attribute yet. There's a reason he's still only rated 74. Great attacking, maybe not so great defending, but it is what it is, and Sporting make the most of their opportunities. Another ball played in behind our line results in a second goal. We have a mountain to climb here with another leg still left to play. We're already 2 goals down. Something needs to change here for Barcelona, and it needs to change quick. We go into halftime with the 2-goal deficit, and we really need to make something happen here if we want any shot at going through to the next round. I noticed something tactically going into halftime here. Sporting was playing really dense in the middle of the pitch. There's a lot of space on the wings, but we always try to play down the middle. So I'm just going to give it a punt. Let's try something different tactically in the second half. I'm going to a back 5. We can use wing backs and wingers out wide to just try to capitalize on that space. It's a bit of a long shot. We don't usually tweak our formation with this team too much, but what we're doing now is just not panning out. And hopefully in the second half here, we can see something come of it. Ferran Torres given room to run, and he has some options here. Lays it off for Sergi. Fantastic cross. Even better finish, and we pull a goal back just like that. Well, it wasn't exactly abusing the wings like I was talking about. That was pretty central play, but whatever we did, it seems to be working, and we have a lifeline back into this tie now. And Barcelona definitely having a better second half here. We've at least had some of the ball, which is more than what we can say for the first 45. And the high press starting to work on Sporting, who seem to just have the legs taken out from under them. Sergi has the opportunity to play it central for Torres, who misses the net. That was our opportunity to draw back level. Hopefully we won't come to regret that chance here. Menino doing better defensively here in the second half, wins the ball back, and now we might have a chance here. Dani Alves filling in at central midfield, plays the ball through for Sergi, who makes a marauding run down the center of the pitch. It is Ferran Torres. What can he do? Scores at the near post. Well, he missed the chance earlier, and honestly, this seemed to be a more difficult chance, but he buries it, and just like that, we are back on level terms. What an important goal for the team, and as the game winds down here, we are desperate to try to find a third and flip this game on its head, but the whistle blows. It's all even. What an exciting first leg in this draw here. And Sergi, the man of the moment here, once again leading the team, the 17-year-old. Unbelievable performance from him and great heart from the team to fight our way back into this one. All right, we'll talk about an important series of games, an away matchup in the Cup for the second leg, 2 league games that could settle our top 4 hopes, and then it's all down to the second leg in the Champions League to see if we can make our way through to the next round. In the meantime, we are going to continue to give youth players a chance. Musa Wage starts in this next game against Osasuna, as well as a couple other youth players considering we probably have this tie wrapped up. But it's a fairly boring affair here. We're kind of just content to sit back, had troubles scoring, but so did Osasuna, and honestly, that favors us. So we're through to the next round. So are Real Madrid. It's going to be El Clasico in the final, which is an unbelievable opportunity for this team to really show what we've got. Ansu Fati also wants to continue to start games. He's pushing us for minutes, and honestly, who are we to say no? So he's going to continue getting his minutes here in some of these important games, and we really try our best in the league here to make the most of our opportunities. Ansu Fati, speaking of making the most of opportunities, is doing a great job. He's starting to score goals. He was a little unimpressive earlier in the season, but he's starting to step it up, and not only just being a substitute, but rotating in and just flat out starting some of these matches. Now, on the other side, Adama Traore has been unbelievable. His dribbling ability just creates so many chances for us, and he's so unselfish, picking out Fati. Not once, but twice. So Ansu Fati with 2 goals. Both of them, though, fair credit to Adama Traore, who really was the creator behind both. But our front 3, regardless of who's starting, is doing a great job. Now we're down in 6th place, about 10 games left in the season. Only 1 point separates us from 4th, though. So it's all going to be on the line. And our good run of form is hopefully going to carry us through. Now, some of the more senior players in the squad are making the news. They're struggling to perform. Busquets in particular, he's still starting almost every game, but definitely slowing down just a little bit, so that's something to watch out for. Now, in this second game here against Sporting, I'm just going to try going with the back 5 that worked so well for us in the second half of that last game. We might as well start with what we know works. So hopefully this pans out for us. This is going to be a fiery affair. Ansu Fati on the bench, unfortunately, but on we go. All right, here we go. Barcelona, this is a real test for our resolve to get out there and fight for the most important result so far in our season. If we can get a win here and go to the next round of the Champions League knockout rounds, that would just be such a huge achievement for a squad that really has lost almost everything this season. If you remember, not that long ago, just in the summer, we had to sell almost all of our star players, we had to regroup and rely on youth, and we are still carrying on at the highest level, which is so impressive. And we hit the ground running here in this game. Great early chance, again created by Traore, who is wreaking havoc on their back line, but again, the end product maybe not his strong suit. A couple wasted crosses, and then Sporting get a chance of their own, passing it around brilliantly, and a strike from outside the area almost finds the back of the net. It has been end-to-end stuff here. I think we've played pretty well so far. It's been an even affair, but nothing to show for it yet. Doesn't mean anything for us. Adama Traore trying to find his way through. He's looked sharp, but sharp isn't just enough when the end product isn't there. 45 minutes gone. It all comes down here. Aggregate 2-2 on the second half of our second leg. We're in front of the home fans, and hopefully they can carry us through here to an important win. I cannot emphasize enough how big of a deal it would be for us to go through here. But Sporting not making it easy at all. I think we've maybe had a slight edge in this game, but the lack of clear-cut chances just hasn't done it for us. Busquets again trying to fly his way through there. We just can't get that final ball through despite all of the possession. Pedri, though, finds his way through. It's a 4-on-3. Can we capitalize? Excellent pass for Ferran Torres, who cuts inside and shoots. Lovely save from the goalkeeper. We did everything we could there. Beautiful opportunity. Just wasn't enough. So it's Garcia off, Dani Alves on. We're going back to a back 4. We got to try to get some attacking numbers forwards to get up and really just go for the win here. Pedri playing it through. Alves. Misplaced pass there from the veteran, and it gives it away. Again, despite the possession, we are struggling to get too many good clear-cut chances through on goal, and Ferran Torres, it's a bit of a hopeful one there. With about 10 minutes remaining, it might come down to extra time here as both teams really going for it. Edwards charging forwards, does really well to keep a hold of the ball. Everyone trying to close him down. Our defense is struggling. PK can't make the challenge, and at the back post, Edwards gets back on the end of it. It's into the back of the net, and it seems to crush the hopes of Barcelona, who really played well this game, but again, a defensive error costs us. And the experienced players costing us. It's PK who can't keep up with his man, and then it's Dani Alves who can't cover at the back post. We're throwing everything we got at this. Substitutes on. Ansu Fati, can he make a difference here late in the game? Might be asking a lot, but we got to do everything we can. Menino looking to play it through, and he's brought down. That's a horrible challenge. Only a yellow card, but it really cut down our counter-attacking chance here. Ball over the top for Sergi. It's a hopeful one. We keep the pressure up, though. Gavi plays it down for Pedri. Just got to work it around patiently at this point in the game. It's PK getting his head up to find Fati, who's cutting inside. We just can't get a good opportunity through, but there we have it. Lovely pass. Menino lays it off. Unbelievable. So close to finding Traore, and the high press wins it back. Traore looks for the far pass, and again, can't quite find it. PK on the volley. Can't get past his man. We threw everything we had at this game, and it just wasn't enough. Barcelona see not to a defeat. Our Champions League run is over this season. That one hurts. That one really hurts. I thought we had a good shot at it. I honestly thought we played well too, but we couldn't grind out the result in a difficult game. And on we go. All right, well, Barcelona seen out. The round of 16 is where we bow out of the Champions League this season. And with top 4 hopes still in the running, there's a chance we might not live to see the Champions League again next season. But we will be back in time. Do not worry too much about it, regardless of what happens. Next up, it's El Clasico in the league, and then also in the final of the Copa de España. If you want to get a sneak peek behind the scenes and help shape the future of this series, join our Discord, link in the description. Also, feel free to just subscribe to the channel and stay up to date with the videos as they come out. So I'll be back soon next week with the next episode. But until then, I'm Respect the Jeff, and I'll see you next time.